Top right of the map of Whirlwind. Map number 3 in this best of 3. We have the Zerg player for Team SCV live. It is
GSL Shine.
I think Clyde, when he came up with that name, he was thinking that SCVs are hard workers, but they don't seem so enthusiastic to me.
Well, Shine right now is looking pretty good in the last game, doing a good job. Top left though, his opponent, a strong opponent. He proved it on Abyssal City. It is for Samsung-kan.
Samsung-kan jangbi.
Jangbi is so well known.
Yeah,
he has a very puffy jacket as well.
These are just so well.
Like if you punched him, your arm would probably bounce back and hit you. I think.
You think?
Yeah.
I need to try that later.
I don't recommend it. By the way, I love this map's ramp design. This is not actually my favorite map. This map is actually my new Crossfire, basically, but I do like the ramp design where the wall has a neutral depot as part of it, so that you can do a full wall off and then kill the depot later if you want to. I really, really like that idea. I guess we're going to get destructible plates in Heart of the Swarm on ladder maps.
Rocks, my friend, rocks.
Rocks, okay. I thought they were called plates, but I like rocks better. Destructible plates makes it seem like you're like getting a new inventory at your restaurant, and you're like, well, I can just destroy these now, I don't need them anymore, and someone just goes outside and shatters all the plates of the restaurant. That would be pretty fun.
Well, I guess.
There are things that go through my head, Calder.
Dustin, the rock powder.
Yeah? I would say Dustin Browder rocks, man.
Yeah?
He's super cool.
Well, coming into this game, both players won one of the previous 2 matches pretty, I would say, straightforward.
Yeah.
Jangbi on Abyssal City, he caught Shine really off guard, didn't he? This was something that Shine didn't expect, and when he saw what was coming, it was already a little bit too late.
You're so right. Now, we saw 2 games in a row, Jangbi goes for aggressive play. In game number 1, he goes for the Void Ray All, and in game number 2, he goes for a Sentry Drop. In game number 3, does he actually just take a third base? The map is pretty tough for that. This probe tries to give his life, but it doesn't work out. He chickened out.
Yeah.
Probe chickens out, man.
He's like, Zergling in the main base, that's fine.
Further proof that Jangbi is Hufflepuff.
Yep. He's too nice sometimes.
Yeah, definitely not Gryffindor. Gryffindor would have been too courageous. Yeah, that settles it. Third base here for Shine is also going to be vulnerable to attacks from 2 different locations. There's 2 ramps. Silly probes, you put the gas in the Nexus, not in the Zergling. If the Zergling eats that, it might become a Baneling.
It is so difficult these days to find like qualified workers. It's really...
I mean, have you noticed though that the Zerg workers are really, when they mine the gas, it looks a little bit raw. They didn't package it right. Look at the probes, they keep it in the neat boxes. Even the SCVs know how to put it in the barrels, but those drones, what is that they're bringing back to the hatchery? It looks gross.
You know, I feel for drones it's actually more about quantity than quality.
Maybe so.
It's just a different approach. If you think about it, it's a Zerg approach. You want to have the numbers. You don't really care about if they're that strong.
Oh my god, he didn't see that Stargate. Jangbi with nerves of steel. He's like, I'm just going to make this right now. I'm not going to miss my timing. I'm going to take a slight risk here. Ling gets taken out. Overlord does not yet spot.
And the thing is, the Overlord is actually a little bit too far off to the right, so if he moves in, he will most likely lose the Overlord. This might end up in a situation where he does not see the tech. He has an Overlord to the left, but the question is, where will Shine move the Overlord to? Will he really scout the gate?
He's going to the main. So. It doesn't look like he's going to see it, yeah. Now, what's Jangbi going to do with the Stargate? Is he going to be aggressive again? We're about to find out. He just spent 100 gas on that Sentry. In fact, cancels it because he wants to make the Void Ray. Void Ray first here. Could be either Void Ray into Phoenixes or the build he did on game number 1, the all-in with +1, which he is researching right now. He's going to try to target down this Queen, which would limit the larva so much. The Queen needs to run away.
Wow, that was close. On the other hand, we have now the 2 Yeah, well, without the speed upgrade, those two Stalkers can do a lot of damage as long as he stays away from creep, that is.
I think he could actually target down the Queen. if he wants to get in there.
He saw. Could you double check if he saw the Stargate? I feel. Yeah, he has the Overlord in
now
there. And he sees it now also with the. Yeah, with the Void Ray chasing down the Overlord. I think it's a pretty safe bet that he knows there's Stargate attack.
I think so. Unless he. No, there's no other way.
Shine's like this.
I was like, let me see if I can come up with some silly joke that fixes this question, but no. The answer is no. By the way,
Leia is now.
Guess what he's doing?
Huh?
Oh no, never mind. Phoenix. Oh, I thought I was a genius. I was like, when I was thinking about that, my brain turned to mush for a second. I like looked back up the production. I'm like, the Phoenix isn't there anymore, and there's gates being added. He must be canceling the Phoenix and going into the Void Ray after the Overlord saw it, but no. But no, this is not the case. In fact,
You're with it. Guess what's happening? I'm getting all excited. And then oh, never mind.
you know what he is doing though is he's not making any more. Well, this is actually what he's not doing, but he's not making any more Stargate units. Only one Phoenix and one Void Ray. He's kind of faking it while he's taking this third base. And the Lings just got a really nice view of that Nexus, in fact. They want to come in here. The cannon is well placed, but there's only one, so you can actually pick off the probes before the cannon can kill all those Lings.
Yeah, and he's taking down a lot of these Harvesters. Jangbi is out of position. His cannon was able to take down a few of these melee units, but that's all there's to it. The Void Ray, of course, helps. Oh, our force field's baited. But as I was about to say, the Void Ray helps him a little bit with clearing the map, making sure that Zelnaga Watchtower is not taken by the Zerg, also taking down Overlords. But now this is still a game that heads into the late game. Shine is on 3 bases. He's about to, I would say, about to take a 4th pretty soon, because now his Athletic is done. Infestation Pit is ready. Roach Speed nearly completed. We have him also with the Pathogen Glance upgrade. Everything is just going as you want as a Zerg player. Playing very mineral heavy, not spending a lot of his gas, has still a lot of it available for the tag and for the Infestors later on.
I wonder how Jangbi's late game is going to play out. This is my first time seeing it in StarCraft 2, really evolving into a late game where I know Jangbi has gotten now enough practice to where he knows what he's doing. And I'm curious, the strategy he's chosen is pretty cool. Make a Void Ray and a Phoenix only, use them to clean up the watchtowers and poke around. He uses the Phoenix to scout only, because it's faster than an Observer, it's more likely to escape and be able to be useful later. Then uses the Void Ray to clear up the watchtower. That little tag team combo also throws Shine off a little bit. He thinks it's Stargate play, but actually it's just going into a fast third here.
You know, if you look at the resources lost, both of them are trying to go for this catch-all composition and always, you know, a little bit poking, but not really committing to anything, not really doing a lot of damage. And this leaves Shine a lot of wiggle room that he uses to get for his fast high, for his Spire, and a little bit later than his opponent starting his upgrades, but he's still fine here, taking that 4th now, and we don't see a lot of commitment out of any of these 2 players.
Yeah. Just a little bit of a poke on that Overseer. Takes him out.
What a kill steal there. Oh my god, what a kill steal. These last hitters always, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable indeed. That Stalker wants to be a Executor.
Yeah, well, Stalker wants to be a hero, and then suddenly you have Phoenix swimming in from the right, and he's just taking that kill away.
Phoenix, let me tell you something. Jangbi's just using you to trick Shine and also to scout his base. He doesn't really care about you. He never is expecting you to change Pilot's upgrade to a carrier. Are you crazy? All right. So naive.
Bottom right, next base being built by Shine now.
Double expansion. And this is pretty cool because it's hard to kill both, and that one to the south is just so far away.
66 supply for Jangbi, army supply, against 68. And is Jangbi trying to hit now this timing before the Brood Lord's out? If he wants to, he has to hit roughly before 16, 17 minutes. He has a pretty strong force on the map. But as a Zerg, you want to delay this as long as possible. You want to just meet this attack with a lot of Spine Crawlers, with Infestors, with Zerglings, with good upgrades, which is the position that Shine is now aiming for. He's happy to sacrifice that base.
Yeah, he says that's fine. There's hardly anything here. Plus, he's got the hatchery to the south that Jangbi doesn't even know about.
If that buys him time, he will sacrifice another hatch, no problem.
He'll give both. Uh-oh, there's Immortal! What a lucky Immortal.
Immortal gets a heart attack, just tumbles over. It's like,
actually, when the Immortals gets a heart attack, like every heartbeat that actually ends up escaping just activates the shield. It pulsates.
Every time when I see something like this, I have to think about a new Carbot movie.
Yeah. I'm thinking about this every time I see something funny or cool happen in StarCraft. I'm like, huh, that would make a cool film.
And now he's
These Lings are a bit ahead of themselves, though.
Yeah, a little bit. They're very courageous.
Now, this is the moment where the Greater Spire finishes. Jangbi has killed one hatchery. The hatchery to the very south is done, but he's not going to hit that timing we talked about. He's going for a 4th base instead, and he's pulling back. This hatchery is all but dead as well. So Shine is going to need to do something here. Gonna grab onto these stalkers. Jangbi is forced to fight. Oh, those force shields were beautiful, but there's a ton of infested Terrans being dropped here.
But also a lot of infestors caught in front of the force field. For some miracle, they still survive. I actually don't know why 2 of them escaped. A 3rd one is also able to get away. I have no idea how that happened. But here come the bundles, a blink forward with the remaining stalkers. Jangbi has to be careful here. He's at 168 supply, but Shine still has a decent army.
Yeah, there are so many Immortals still left alive, but they're low on hit points at this point. Jangbi says, I killed some infestors, I'm going to go home. He wants to get off creep, and maybe 3 more Zealots go down, and then is Shine really going to push it? I think he should turn around. There's a group of stalkers here. Even that Void Ray from the earlier stage of the game is sticking around.
He has a lot here, using a few infested Terrans to cover his regime, but then deciding to move in again.
The Immortals are so useful here. This is such a close little battle we're seeing.
There are so many surroundings now.
Yeah. He loses all the Immortals. Wow.
To be honest, to be completely honest with you, I thought Shine would retreat, but Shine is looking at this and is like, you know what? I think I could take this.
Yeah, if I grab, if my Lings get in there, he's got no way to protect his Immortals anymore.
He surrounds the Immortals, they can't get away, and then it is Shine who takes down the army of Jangbi. All the Immortals are gone, and the positioner for Shine is really good. He is on 4 bases, he's actually getting a 5th base, whereas Jangbi has 4 bases now, but Shine is going more and more into this Broodlord composition.
Yeah, and where is the Fleet Beacon? He needs some answer for this. All these Zealots just totally gonna be rendered useless by this force. Unfortunate timing for them to try to run in here. Shine was just right next door. 2 Broodlords on the way. He's got enough resources to make more, and now he goes up to 4. I won't rhyme anymore.
Thanks. The big question now is, what is Jangbi going to do against Broodlords? The idea was to hit a timing before the Broodlords were ready. That was not too successful. So he has to do something else. We don't see War Prism with War Prism speed. We don't see anything like a transition into a mothership. So the Colossi will be great against Broodlings and against, of course, the Infestors. Yeah. The War Prism here is also nice, but he needs speed, I feel, if he wants to make this work.
I think that Jangbi's 4th base, since he's been left alone over there, is really his backbone right now, because the base over there at the 9 o'clock position is so far away from Shine, and it's been untouched. So even though Jangbi lost a lot, he lost all of his Immortals, he's been able to take that extra gas and minerals and dump it into rebuilding an army. Still, though, it's like he doesn't want the Fleet Beacon. He's not interested. He hasn't even gotten the idea of it here. He's got the Stargate, of course, but without that, it looks like he just wants to circumvent the Broodlords and fight away from them and never actually fight head-to-head against them.
Yeah, but that's why I thought the speed upgrade for the War Prism would be so important to him. He didn't get it early, I think. So far, I think he's still playing without it. We can definitely double-check that later, but for now we have a bit of an attack by Shine, who's trying to go in there. And no War Prism speed. The Lings actually breaking through at the natural. Attacking here while the War Prism at the top right is warping in a few Zealots. There are Spine Crawlers ready. We also have a few Queens. Now Lings in the main, Lings at the natural.
A lot of workers killed here so far, and this is looking pretty stressful for Jangbi. The Lings were his bane last game. He's going to lose his robotic support bay. That means not only no more Colossi, but no Warp Prism speed is on the table. He loses his Templar Archives as well. Looks like Jangbi says, I'm going to go. He's reached the going point. He runs in here. I don't know if he has enough, though.
He is fighting against Spine Crawlers. He's pinned down with bundles. Storms are going off. Jangbi throwing everything against Shine, blinking forward with the Stalkers, but only with a few of them. The bundle hits home immediately, and these Broodlords are totally fine.
Yeah, he runs away, but the damage has been done. The Lings are even hidden in the main base. There's a lot of Storms left available on these Templar. But, you know, StarCraft 1 Storms and StarCraft 2 Storms, I feel, are very different.
The cybernetic score's gone. No more Stalkers. This is starting to look very grim for Jangbi. Shine is playing a great game. The Lings in the main base are doing damage once again. 9 additional Infestors, and the Nexus might actually, well, I don't think it's going to fall.
Yeah, but it's going to lose a lot of hit points, and this is fine. Shine wants to lose those links so he can remax with more Infestors as he's adding in right now. And Jangbi kills this hatchery to the side, which is really important economically here, but still, more Broodlords are being added to the mix. How is he going to deal with these broods? In total, there are going to be 11 on the map. The Infestor count is starting to get higher. He's going up to 16, and this Zerg Death Ball, how can Jangbi conquer it? He has to spend all of his resources rebuilding his tech, his Cybernetics core, his Templar Archives.
Anti-air. He doesn't have any anti-air. He has 7 Stalkers. That's kind of all he's got.
Don't forget about the naive Phoenix. Don't forget about it.
Yeah,
one Phoenix is
the
on
hero
the map
Phoenix.
somewhere. I don't even know where it is.
I don't think Jangbi knows.
I'm on a mission to find it.
Detective
I found
Wolf. You found it?
Yeah.
Wow, Detective Wolf solves his first case.
Yeah. Oh, he sent the Phoenix actually.
Yeah,
into the
and
main.
Fleet Beacon now being built. Now he wants to get the mothership. I am not quite sure if Shine is giving him the time to do it.
This is great for Jangbi because
that run by was actually nice.
Yeah, he's got a great mobile army.
The one Phoenix
Don't
heading
try to
into
be a
a
hero.
200 supply army. It's like, I'm gonna kill you all.
Well, that's the end of that Phoenix, but Warp Prism is being restarted here, and Jangbi is cornered. Good storms on these Broodlords, though. Imagine if he had a mothership, another storm goes down.
I don't really can get out of here. He has to fight. He has to win or die. The Broodlords, there's so many of them.
Wow.
Blink forward with the Stalkers.
He may have enough. He may have enough. Oh, it's so close. The Broodlings are getting to be a bit much here. One Stalker comes from behind, 2 join in. He targets the weakened Broodlord, but
he loses the anti-air. We still have Infestors and Infestor Terrans at the left side of the map taking down the 4th base of Jangbi. The Archon is moving in, but the rest is just dying. The Archon down, and the Colossi will be next.
Yeah, 10 Stalkers being warped in here for Jangbi, but he's got a very weakened economy right now. The same can be said of Shine, but Shine has an army, and with that army he can retake bases. Jangbi, on the other hand, has lost his Nexus over at the 9 o'clock expansion, and I don't think he's going to be able to resecure any.
It certainly looks like this is going to be game. Shine now at 145 supply against 73. 10 Stalkers left for Jangbi. That's kind of all there's to it. We have 12 Infestors, 2 more building. We have more Infestors than Stalkers.
Yeah. I mean, that tells the story. There's so much love available for Shine. All he needs to do is get another hatchery up. He can remake whatever he wants because with that army, Jangbi has no power here. Similar to how in Hogwarts there's an aura that Dumbledore puts out that protects the school from dark magic.
And one thing that was not protected in Jangbi's base was his tech. We talked about Zerglings that attacked not only the Nexus but also took down the Robotics Bay. The Templar Archive, it died. He has to rebuild it.
With all the gas he has, he's low on minerals. He would love to be able to sink all of that into the High Templar and get some more Archons out.
Yeah, he would love to, but he can't. And now he is only going for a few Zealots, trying to go into the main base. He might actually even be able to kill the tech for Shine, but the problem is Shine... You know,
Shine is not interested in making Lings that much anymore anyways. The Greater Spire is the most important part here.
I feel Shine is actually playing it a little bit too passive now. He is in a position where he is definitely affected by Jangbi's attempts to put pressure on him with the Warp Prism always sneaking into the main base, trying to do a bit of damage at the fort. But if he just built more Spine Crawlers and goes to the top left and attacks, it's fine. The Greater Spire, it dies.
I can't believe he got that. That was so close. But and the Zealots are actually still going strong in this hatchery. It's taking a long time for those eggs to pop. He may get this as well. No way.
No, not
this time.
But you know, so many Infestors. Right now we have 26 Infestors for Shine. We still have those 6 Broodlords. I don't really think he knows how far ahead he is in army supply. He's at 120 against 65.
He's playing this a little bit shy.
Yeah, very shy.
And he's now moving across the map. The Broodlords take forever, but Jangbi just doesn't have even an army. If Shine was on move command with those Broodlords, Jangbi's Stalkers wouldn't even be able to kill them very quickly anyways, even if he was just not even paying attention, if he was like tying his shoe at the time. I mean, there's so many units underneath there. With all the Infestors he has 29. 29 Infestors.
Those Stalkers, they can tickle the Broodlords, but what are they gonna do against the Infestor Terrans and the Fungals? With 29 Infestors, it's just too much and they're on full energy. These run-bys, They are doing a bit of damage,
Yeah,
and
they
this
really
base is
are.
going to fall.
Shine decides to keep going, though. He doesn't turn around this time. The Nexus is going to go down, but he just goes for the trade. He sends his army across the right side of the map. jangbi is playing this perfectly, I feel, considering the situation.
He does. He knows that he can't face his opponent in a straight-up fight, so he just goes for run-by attempts and tries to pass his opponent's army. And Shine is affected by it. He doesn't split his army. He doesn't send a few bird infestors to the left side.
Yeah.
He's always trying to meet this army of his opponent and losing the bases where he's mining from at the same time. The fourth is gone. The fifth is dying.
This is, I mean, the army of Shine just takes so long to walk across the map. If he can get out of here, this would be amazing for him. But I think he may get fungled here. It's going to be close. He wants to block. He catches just a few.
He's on creep, and here come the infestors closing the distance. And these Archons are screwed. They are not getting out.
They're not getting out. All the Archons will die. The Stalker force is still alive, the most mobile force. But jangbi again has no real army. How can he rebuild it? His economy right now is, that's it.
GG. He knows it's over, and it's definitely not a GG that he wanted to type here. He thought for a long time that he still had a fighting chance. But Shine is a bit too strong today. jangbi is back in Code B. Shine, he looks at the screen. He's actually not too happy about it. He's like, okay, this was a lot closer than I thought. But he advances with a 2-1 over his opponent. Good job, well done.
Yeah, I think that there were a few things that jangbi did strangely in that game, like the late Mothership. And he also used, in StarCraft 1, storms are so different with the way that they move, and the way that you can use them against air units is so different. In StarCraft 2, he missed a lot of those storms on the Broodlords, I feel, and also when he attacked there, he relied on storms so much, like he didn't quite know exactly how to fight the Broodlords, but on the same hand, because he didn't know, he just didn't fight the Broodlords, and he actually moved around the map really nicely.
For me, the thing is, when he tried to hit this timing before the Broodlords came out, and Shine defended so well, actually chased down this army, took down all of the Immortals, that was a bit of the tipping point in this game. From this point on, Shine, he played very passive, but he nonetheless dominated the game. He was the one who might have had a chance or a window to attack a little bit early and take down his opponent, but that was where jangbi really fell behind, even though he had 4 bases. And his army composition just never could keep up with the tech of Shine. That's
especially once he lost his tech later on to that Ling run by.
Yeah, that was so crucial.
That was a big turning point here.
And, well, we have another best of 3, of course, left. We have probably the most anticipated game of the day.
Good versus Evil, Nestea versus Heart. This is going to be an epic series. Get everybody tuning into this. This is going to be awesome.
Guys, get on Twitter, #GSL, and let's tweet about the, well, the creator of the universe. He is in Code A now. He's in the first round, and he's up against Heart. This is a game that you could have seen last season in the GSL Code S. This is epic. #GSL, and make sure that everyone is watching. After a 5-minute break, we are back with the last best of 3 of the day. It's going to be Heart up against Nestea.
We won't fight! We won't fight!